Hi folks, Barry Grez Guitars here. I'd like to talk today about semi-hollowbody guitars. For me, that's mostly what I build. Obviously, there's a lot of different things that get built here, but semi-hollowbody guitars are really the core of what's happening. The first semi-hollowbody guitar I built was a 16-inch, super resonant, really big, beautiful sounding instrument. I followed that with a 15-inch and a 14-inch, and I found that every time the size got a little smaller, the sales volume went up a little bit, which eventually led to a 13-inch, which is the Mendocino. It's a very light, very lively, very acoustic instrument, yet quite small. But all of them, regardless of the size, have some principles in common. But I want to focus on the Mendocino, I suppose. And one of the things that's immediately apparent about the Mendocino is that it isn't made from laminated wood. I make my arch tops out of laminated wood. I think that's important to get the right tone and the right balance of acoustic voice and feedback for the application my customers tend to use them in. But for the semi-hollowbody, for the Mendocino, we're really trying to coax more acoustic voice out of a small instrument. And as the body gets smaller, as we go from a 16 to a 15 to a 14 down to a 13-inch body, every time that body gets smaller, it wants to resonate a little less. And the top and back plate, as the body gets smaller, has to be made thinner so that it can still resonate. If you take a beam and you cut the span in half, when you load it, it will deflect less. So the beam effectively gets stiffer if its span is less, if we can jump to construction terms for a minute. And the very same thing happens with the guitar. As the body gets smaller, the effective stiffness of the top goes up. And that harms tone. We want to keep that top loose so that it's resonating in a range that works for a guitar. So as the body gets smaller, the top has to get thinner. This is one of the places traditional designs fall down because they're taking a laminated plate from a 16-inch arch top and making it smaller and smaller and smaller, but not always making it thinner and looser. So it's not retuned for the new smaller body size. So the Mendocino top and back has been tuned for its smaller body size. Also, the center block is much smaller in a Mendocino. Traditional semi-hollowbody has a 4-inch center block, plus or minus something, big center block. And then outside of that, we have a little bit of area available to resonate in the wings. So as the Mendocino gets smaller, the center block also gets smaller. So even though the body is smaller, the area available to resonate on either side of that center block is quite large still. We haven't shrunk it down to just a couple of inches, so it's quite a lot of area available to resonate in a Mendocino, even though it's a small body. And then, of course, there's the fact that it's all solid wood, right? So this is Honduran mahogany and redwood, although it could be spruce or any other wood like that. But the point is that the wood itself inherently wants to resonate, and that helps a lot. Just taking a standard design and switching it to solid wood instead of laminated helps a ton. You add that to the reshaped center block and the re-thickness top and back, and you're really getting somewhere. The other thing I think that makes the Mendocino perform really well is the number of glue joints that make up the instrument, or the lack of glue joints. You'll hear a lot of conversations on the internet about what kind of glue are you using and the pros and the cons of each kind of glue, and there's a camp that says it doesn't matter and a camp that says if it's not high glue, it's not high end. We could go on for days. But the way I see it is if you design the guitar so that there are very few glue joints, then the kind of glue you use is fairly irrelevant. It's just not a factor. And if we look at a Mendocino, there's 3 glue joints basically in this instrument. There's the top to the body, the neck to the body, and the fretboard to the neck. That's it. 3 simple glue joints. The kind of glue we're using is pretty irrelevant. Not that it's a secret, but it's not what makes or breaks the instrument. So we add all that up and we have something small that's incredibly lively. All those little factors combine together. And that's kind of what guitars are all about, right? They're a series of small little details, each on its own maybe not making or breaking the instrument, but the sum total gets you someplace. So that is what a Mendocino is or how it works. It's DNA, if you will, the reason it exists and the thought process behind creating it. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.